It's March 28th, 2022. I'm sitting here, I'm watching GMA 3, fast forwarding through most of it because they're covert conversations I don't feel like getting into. I don't like the way that it was portrayed. I know that somewhere in the victorious, not Victorian, but the victorious, the ones that have already exceeded championship standards. There's some survey that they do of the public to judge their own depth perception. That much I get. Also, how many questions does it take to get to the conclusion that is needed and expected? That also is depth perception of how much is being absorbed in between awoke and sleeping. I'm watching this commercial from Marvel Studios, and it's called Moon Knight. Moonknight. And it is an ethnicity that I can't put a label on. I don't know where in the world they pulled him out of a gene pool in order to portray this character. I don't know why it was chosen. It does not. It seems to be one of those sepia areas of like wishy-washy, minor, but they're major, but they're, again, not spoken of decisions. And he goes in, and the way the playwright or the screenplay was written is, and I'm going to play it exactly the way that the humans intend it to be, because it's the way they created it. He says, he says, I'm having trouble between my dreams and my something else. For me, the interpretation is more in my real life at the moment, with sunlight being at the level that it is, my genetic being as abused and neglected as it has, by different situations that I was thrown into. It's no longer the it it's no longer like there was. I felt like when I was younger there was perimeter security under the North American Rust and the three W's, and like a three Rust, because whatever, in Children of Importance, I knew they had importance in the whatever, but that area felt more, maybe falsely so, but for me, I felt secure. I mean, I was always alone, but whatever. So, but then as an adult, I still, I feel there's something that's securing the perimeter. It's the physics and computing and technical aspect of like an alien phenomenon that I'm having problems with strikes and unforeseen circumstances. Because again, I did not have access to service at that level once Lou and Lynn lost the business and we moved out of the neighborhood. And back to Fallout Shelter, which is where they've been since 95, 96. Some part of aeronautics knows this. But in my situation, when I watch this in the sepia format of it, I don't even know if the foreign-bodied actor is appropriate for the whole movie in construct, but here we are. It's more, I'm in this like unclean version of everything, it feels. And the portal view coming in looks like a lot of dreams. Some of the dreams of champions and all of their beautiful winnings and what they've been planning in their excellence and splendor, that absolutely disgusts me. And then the children of the fallen that fall out, they're outliners or outlayers on the statistical graph of demograph and demagogue and charter, that this whatever is taken in a whatever. So that's interesting. But for me, when I watch it, it's like watching everybody else's dream, and it's an absolute nightmare to have to be dragged through anything, any portion of a moving biomechanic, to go through this at the level of build that I'm from, and the level of the harness build that is totally, I don't know if the forsaken's the right word, but it's totally forgots. It's not even forgots, because gut is, yeah, I don't want to get it, got it good to get upset, but, this is what they put on.
Stephen, you weren't supposed to see any of this. What are you? You sure you want to know? I can't tell the difference between my waking life and dreams.
My waking life and dreams. And there's a W in waking for the double V for two sides.
Am I like some sort of secret agent? It's a little more complicated than that.
I got that answer once. I don't know where I was. And then this waking happened. But it's really confusing between everybody else's platforms and dreams in this mass casualty that I'm stuck in. I mean, look at how I'm dressed. This is a mass accumulation of casual decisions that brought me to this casual level of neglect and disgust. I'm disgusted with everything I wake up to on a daily basis. And when the last time I was able to find, however I got pulled into whatever I got pulled into, and when time stood still for a whatever, it's more complicated than that. That sounds about what the answer I got. It's not good enough. I mean, it was good enough in that moment. I mean, I never seem to have a choice in any of this. But it seems like it never gets any better. Like, who's really in charge?
Marvel Studios Moon Knight, streaming this Wednesday.
So it's star 1978, star 8378, Nicole Cattaruzza. It's Earth, solar system, Milky Way universe, galaxy is broken. It's Bayside Station, Bayside, New York, 11361.